Good morning. Welcome to day 5. There we go. Monday, July 17th. We have packed up camp and we're going to do a little bit more climbing. But yeah, great night's sleep last night by the water, comfortable temperatures, and we're looking forward to snagging a good spot at Fossil Lake and then doing, hopefully the rest of today and all day tomorrow, doing some exploring off trail, which will be awesome.
While I hang out and relax.
While Sarah hangs out and relaxes, which is also good. Yeah, we've had some really nice relaxing camp spots the past couple of days with no bugs. It's been awesome. I don't know if we mentioned on video, we did actually see 2 hikers yesterday, finally, after like 48 hours of seeing no one. And they had on like either a day pack or not a very well packed backpack, so we think they're probably staying Dewey Lake or somewhere else, and they just did a day hike to Impasse Falls, so we might run into them, who knows, maybe another porcupine, or who knows what else we'll see, so stay tuned. All right, day 5 update. We're back at Dewey Lake and we're back at our campsite we stayed at on night 2, which was a great campsite, a little bit buggy compared to night 3 and 4, but still a really nice campsite. So we're moving on. We're gonna traverse Dewey Lake and keep on climbing.
So we're back at a crossing that we did a couple days ago, and Brian's trying to decide if he's gonna take off his shoes and cross with Crocs or rock hop across. So we'll see what he does.
Well, one surefire way to wake up in the morning is to have a little stream crossing. This water is ice cold. Woo! But refreshing.
So Brian decided he couldn't find rocks to hop, so Crocs it is. I already have my Crocs on, so I'll be following after in just a few. See you on the other side.
All right, let's see how Sarah likes the cold water. Gorgeous Monday morning, 9:30. Pretty shallow. It's probably deeper on her end than on this end, but I don't think it'll get above her knees. We shall see.
Cold.
Felt good though, right?
Yeah. We're getting close, hopefully, to where we're going to camp tonight. We just had a few baby snowfields to cross. Uh-oh, I'm getting a snowball! Ah! It didn't make it to me. Oh well.
It is truly amazing up here. Just this miles of flat plateau with lakes everywhere, snow melt, nice strong breeze keeping the bugs away. Fantastic. And I think we have a little more climbing to do, and then we've got a potential campsite scoped out. If it's not occupied at the moment, we will snatch it. Stay tuned. Actually, I think this might be our campsite. Sarah let out of, oh baby. Well, welcome to Camp Keith for the next 2 nights, night 5 and night 6. Look at this. Amazing. We're probably a few hundred feet short of 10,000 feet, but I'll figure that out later. A nice hardened site.
So we have 2 options.
Yeah, lay it on me.
One,
Yep.
and up here. This one is not as shady, but we could stick our tent like in there a little.
Okay. Let's see option number 2.
This is very shady, and I think if we put our tent like here, or like put our heads here, it would be fine. It wouldn't be too lumpy.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Yeah.
So,
All right. I think the winner is shady spot, just in
Right?
case, especially
we
for
can
2
always
days.
go hang out over there.
Right. Got a couple of mountain goats on the trail. Looks like a baby. And I'm guessing the mama. They may come over here or we may get them when cars start coming up the trail. I don't want to get too close and spook them, but it looks like they're going to follow the trail for a bit, and we're going to follow them as well. Looking to see if there's any more about. There they go. Right in the center of the frame, approaching the water. That is a baby one, huh? Wow, look at the little one jump. That's pretty cool. Yeah, just setting up our tent, and out of the corner of my eye, I spotted movement. And they might actually come our way. So I may reposition myself. I don't know if, no, I don't think they've seen me. I think I see little horns on the bigger one. The little one running is pretty good, huh? Alright, I'm gonna stop here and reposition. Here's our tent right here. That's the water down there, the mountain goats were crossing. And if they continue up the trail, they're gonna pop out right here. I don't know where Sarah positioned herself. I'm sure she's somewhere off trail trying to get footage as well. Just hanging. Oh, there's Sarah. Okay. Did they go that way? Okay. So they got off the trail. Looks like Sarah has a good shot. Let me try and get him coming over this ridge here, but keeping a healthy distance, especially with a little one. Don't want to get close. Oh, there they are. Okay. So we'll back off, let them do their thing now that they know we're here. We'll give them a lot of room. Mama's going to be protective of the little one.
Maybe we should be together and not like.
Yeah. Yep, they're still grazing, so obviously we're not the first humans they've seen. We're just letting them know we're here. And we mean no harm. If I were you, I would stand up though. Make yourself look a little bigger. Let them do their thing. Very cool. Hello, Goaty. Oh, looks like they're gonna grate. Maybe we should stand by our packs. Yeah, he's taking a look. Yeah, we're over here. It's okay.
It's okay, buddy. Her. Mama.
Mama's got the horns. So they're hopefully going on the other side of the trees here. Very cool. Still grazing. I'll just edit out when there's nothing to see. But they're behind the tree. They're getting pretty close. It's okay, buddy.
It's okay, buddy.
You can do your thing. We're not coming anywhere near you, don't worry.
It's okay.
Very cool. Okay.
Bye.
That's going to be a great still shot from the video.
I also got some.
Oh, now I'll see what they do here.
I got some still shots too. I've been taking still.
Nice. I wonder if they're going to go back down the other side of the water here. The baby is so cute. Very cool. It's okay, we're not moving. You do your thing. Baby's just following Mama.
I think Mama's confused.
About what?
Just maybe why we're here.
This is an obvious campsite.
True.
I expect Mama to be protective with the little one, but we're not. We're kind of staying back.
Can you still see them?
Yep. They're further away now. Like closer to the trail. I think they'll come into our view if we just kind of stay here. Just not move and let them do their thing. This is so cool. That baby is adorable. So they might, looks they're like almost getting right back on the trail again. And it looks like probably heading away from us. It's interesting how Mama like got close to us. And so she sees the tent, checking it out. We're staying away. It's interesting because when you run into elk in the wild, as soon as they see you or hear you, they immediately go away. All right, one last shot of the mama goat and the youngin right in the center of the frame, going behind the trees. Well, that was pretty close up. It'll be interesting to take a look at that footage again once we're situated. Very cool in the wild. And we'll say goodbye, and they may be back tomorrow, same time. What is it, 11? Same bat time, same bat channel. It'll be interesting to see if we see them tomorrow. All right, that's all for now.
Okay, we're just finishing setting up our tent. Hi, Brian.
Hello.
And I just went out this little path to go to the bathroom. But I think we're in the goat's path because I noticed in the trees there's fur caught. So like Mama's shedding fur's caught on the tree. So I have a feeling that we're right on their path, their daily path of meandering. So that's possibly why they were paying us so much attention. So we're pretty much finished setting up the tent, and I just came on the other side of the trees to see what it was like. And I found a nice little rock to sit on, and there's a great breeze, no bugs, and this is the view.
All right, day 5. So we've got camp set up. We had a nice visit with our goat friends. The weather is not looking particularly great right now. I wanted to do kind of a longer scouting trip today, but I'm gonna shorten it up. So we're gonna follow the trail for a bit, and then we're gonna make our way up that and get up on top on the other side and just take a look at what's over there. That'll be hopefully the route I'm able to do tomorrow, with a goal of getting, I think it's Skytop Lakes and then Skytop Glacier, which is very close to Granite Peak, which is the highest peak in Montana, which the topo lines look really nasty on that, so I won't be going up that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a climbing only route, but maybe not. I really didn't research it. And then depending on how that goes, there are a bunch of lakes. If you're looking at a map and you're heading back south towards us, towards camp, there would be a bunch of lakes to the west of that, a lot of lakes. And I may go check a few of those out as well, depending on time of day and all that fun stuff. So if nothing else, just see if this route goes and gets me over the top. That is the first step. So we'll see. Yeah, just taking a look around. Our goat friends are long gone. Who knows where they ended up. And we'll check in at some point. Hopefully we can get this done before any rain starts. We'll see. All right, so we're off trail, above the lake, climbing, and our tent is right in that grove of trees. You can see the little snow field to the right of that, and those trees over there is where we are. So the tent's pretty well camouflaged by the trees, hence the great shade. So we're making our way up this line. There's a running water. We're basically following the path of the water, and we'll either hook a left over there or we'll keep going straight. We'll see, depending on what it looks like up there and the direction I want to be. We'll figure that out in a bit. All right, so we got up and over the first ledge, I guess, into this cool little basin, running water over here. And from the topo map, it looks like that stream is coming from an unnamed lake up in that area. We want to go more to the left. We want to kind of work our way up this and get to the height of land. So I think we'll try and get up maybe to the left of this snowbank. Looks like the best option. So we'll give it a go.
So it's about 12:15 and Brian is off doing a little scouting for his adventure tomorrow. And I just got my stuff set up in the tent because it's a little bit chilly, so I wanted my sleeping bag out to cover my legs, and I'm going to start working on my sock that I've been knitting. On the last trip I did a lot more knitting and listening to audiobooks, whereas this trip I've been reading more on my Kindle that I brought, so I can't knit while I read on my Kindle. So we'll see how far I get on this sock. I don't think I'll finish the whole thing before the end of the trip, but you never know. So yeah, it's cool. Oh, I guess I could check the temperature, but it's getting cooler. There's a breeze. The clouds are coming in, but the sun's trying to peek out, so I'm not really sure what the weather's doing, but it's a good day to be, afternoon, I guess, to be hunkered down in the tent, just relaxing. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right, so we've kind of reached our first height of land here, and I've got my Peak Finder app out, and in the background there's a bunch of 11,000, 12,000, and 10,000 footers, starting with the pointy one on the far left. That's Windy Mountain, and then the peaks as you're heading to the right. The pointy one there in the center of the frame right now is Trout Peak. That's a 12,000 footer. Then the next pointy one, Dead Indian Peak. That's an interesting name. We saw a Dead Indian Pass or lake or something on the way in. Keep going, and I think on the other side of the plateau, the first peak there looks like it's Black Mountain. Pretty sure anyway. And we keep going. I'm not sure what that distinctive one is there, right in the center of frame. Maybe it doesn't have a name, or maybe I need to get a little higher to see it on the Peak Finder app. Then when we head over to the right, I believe that kind of round peak right there in center of frame looks like it's Abiathur Peak, a 10,000 footer. And then right to the right of that flat mountain in the center of frame, that's Mount Washburn, a 10,000 footer. And then the pointy one on the end, now in the center of frame, is Baronet Peak. Pretty cool. So this basin is pretty amazing. I don't have a name for that peak there, but it looks like, as you can see, that pointy one might be Mount Zimmer, not sure. And then at the very end here, in the center of frame, it looks like Iceberg Peak, the small one to the left, and then the big one, it looks like a big ramp. That is Mount Wilsey, it looks like, Mount Wilsey. Very cool. Very cool geography up here. Thank you, Finder, for helping me identify what the heck is up here. And of course there's more going the other way. So lots of peaks to identify. And I think somewhere in this general direction, Granite Peak is over there somewhere. We're just not deep enough into this basin to see it. So that's very cool. I'm going to stop here just because you can see the clouds look pretty ominous right now. We are predicted to get rain. There's our lake down there, Fossil Lake. You can see it's huge. And I got to get back to our campsite, which is in there in that grove of trees. So hopefully you can hear me over the wind. Check in later. Day 5, Monday, July 17th, 2023, a little update. We both hung outside the tent for a while. It got a little too cold for Sarah. She came in first and she's knitting. What are you knitting?
A sock. The second sock.
The second sock. The first one looked good. I just came in a little while ago. I started feeling a couple of drops. The wind picked up a little bit. So we're just hanging out in the tent, hoping the weather will go back to what we've had for all this trip tomorrow, so we can do some exploring and spend 2 nights here, which will be awesome. The one thing I was thinking about, the long drive out here does take a little bit out of you. It's worth it once you're out here, but it is like whatever it is, 3-4 nights of just boring highway driving.
And Brian's a trooper because he does all the driving.
Well, I know Sarah would drive. It's just kind of, that the driving doesn't, like, that part doesn't bother me, especially with being able to listen to a podcast or an audiobook. But then once we started in Wyoming, it's so much fun for me, like driving from mountain town to mountain town or trailhead. And I was just thinking, for me, a fun part of this trip, which I know I'll forget if I don't say it, which is why I'm saying it, is when we left the trip from Pinedale to Cody, when we went through the national parks.
Oh, yeah.
It was cool going through there again, but at some point, we just both had the windows rolled down. I had on like an 80s mix, and we just listening to tunes, the windows down, and just taking it all in, and even stopped for ice cream. So that was fun, and that's like something I don't even know if we recorded anything. So
I think we recorded the ice cream.
Okay, so just wanted to have something in there because, like, the driving now is like really fun because you're not on the big interstates for the most part. You're going through cool little towns, stopping at cool little places, And yeah, already looking forward to our drive to Great Falls. It's all like back road.
We got to go through Yellowstone.
Oh, right. We're already talking about stopping for breakfast. That they have like
Oh, they do.
cafeteria style breakfast.
2 options. I looked on the Gaia app
Ooh.
because you can scroll over and it shows.
Well, we're going to the first one. Right?
Yeah.
But the food was like surprisingly really good there last year. You can go look at last year's playlist and see for yourself.
For
But
Yellowstone.
yeah, it was really good. And I think, did we get breakfast both times? Yeah. So already looking forward to that. And whatever else we see along the way, it's like a 5.5 hour drive. So that's a couple days from now. That's it, I think. You can maybe hear the wind blowing. One of our friends had suggested, thanks Mike, getting microphones that kind of might help with the wind noise on some of these videos. I actually bought them. He gave you a link and I got the link off of Amazon. I just didn't bring them this trip. It's just we have them. So I'll start bringing them next trip and play around with them and see if they really make a difference or not. But yeah, that's about it for now. Check in later. It's getting a little bit windy up here. And a little bit of rain, but not really coming down too hard. So yeah, we've had some wind gusts. We saw 4 backpackers heading the way we came from, and that's been it today. So
Sock progress. I have a heel.
sock progress, very nice. So it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Gonna do some snacking and dinner soon, and hoping tomorrow this all clears out. Definitely is getting a little fogged in on the peaks we can see in the different distance, so stay tuned. All right, day 5. It's a little after 5. The sun is out right now. We've got some blue skies. It's still windy, but it's pretty nice out here. So I'm gonna go back down to the lake and fill up the coffee cups.